What's good? What's good, everybody? It's your baby J Jack in the building. Jeff Bulls in the building. What's good with you, bro? What's going on?
Man, another day, man. Another day above ground. So it's a blessing. So
Yeah. I definitely agree with you on that one. Um, don't take no time for granted.
not at
You
all.
know. Yeah. So, hey, we appreciate everybody that be kicking it with us. We on Thawed Sports Talk. Hope you enjoyed the show last night. Thawed News. Look forward to it. More in depth. Kicking in news, keeping the cycles, the turning of news, and keeping everybody that kick it with us, keeping them up on what we see as far as the news. So we appreciate y'all and sports talk, man. Listen, this is what we do. This is one of our things. Go into the sports talk group. If you ain't in the sports talk group, just type in Thawed Sports Talk. You'll see Thawed Magazine in there and ask for an invite. It's a private group, but it's a dope group. It's live. So salute to Thawed Sports Talk. You know what I mean? What, 13 years almost in? Salute to you. We got a couple people on there. We appreciate anybody watching. If you can, share it. Leave some comments. Join in. Leave comments. Man, we finna get into this NFL. It's a lot of sports going on, but I think NFL Combine today is kind of big. It's a lot of people that got their stocks going up, and if their stocks going up, that means they making themselves some millions. So, hey, bro, we was just talking about Xavier Worthy. So, I mean, how much stock you think he just went up?
Shoot, man. I think he probably jumped in the top 10. I think. I think he was already a first rounder. So, because he already had the size and the speed. You know what I mean? Like he already had it.
Yeah.
So, but I think that's the beauty of the combine. Like cats go to raise their stock a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So he definitely did that.
Yeah, I definitely agree. He was definitely rolling.
Man,
Uh,
four two
I hate
two.
to see, when I was watching Spencer Rattler, I expected a little more, like I remember at one time his name was up there as far as like being number one, like maybe 2 years ago. And it's like his stock just kept going a little down. And I think he didn't really run too well for me, to show that, you know, his ability. So that's a name right there. I feel like you could, if we talk about Xavier Worthy helping his stock, to me, Spencer Rattler didn't help his stock.
Right. Yeah. I mean that's how the combine go, man. You know, that pressure be on. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to have potential. It's another thing to be measured in everything. You know what I mean? Like they going through them, not only the 40, but them cone drills and different
Mm.
stuff like that. And, you got all the scouts and stuff that's up in the boxes. And, you know what I'm saying? You seeing coaches like Jim Harbaugh and them sitting in the crowd. It's
Yeah,
pressure.
Jerry Jones out there.
Yeah,
Hmm.
pressure. Baltimore, they always have they staff there. And, bunch of GMs, bunch of scouts. So
Yeah.
it'd be a lot of pressure, man. Yeah, I think it's different pressure too, because they players, so they probably used to crowd noise, but this is like quiet.
It's
People
quiet.
just they got a notepad and they just kind of they
Looking
some
at you.
they got stopwatches they watch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
yeah. That's why I was looking at I think it was Brendan Rice, Jerry Rice's son. He ran
hmm
a decent time. I think he could have ran fast. I think the first time kind of messed him up because he jumped. And the
yeah,
dude stopped him from and then he went into a long explanation of why he stopped him. But you know what I'm saying? Probably seen Jerry Rice over there looking like, hey man, stop my boy. But it was a lot of good I mean, life athletics, man. There's so many things. So that's a part of life. And I think I forgot it was one guy put up kind of hurt after his run.
hmm
Can't think his name offhand though. He ran a pretty good time and then he pulled up hurt. So hopefully he all right. Because a lot of people don't want to participate, especially if they think they draft that is already high and can't be helped.
yeah,
But some people are really worried about, going out there and not being warm enough, stretching and popping something. So, you
yeah,
know, yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
I think that's why JJ didn't run. He didn't feel right, so he's like, I ain't gonna run, but I'll throw.
Yeah,
So
yeah. But see, that's a good thing about it. So I was watching the whole thing too a little bit. And JJ McCarthy helped his stock. I think they watching him just the leadership part. You know, I seen when Xavier Worthy ran that time. He ran a 4.25 first. One of the first players that was congratulating him was JJ McCarthy. Then he ran a 4.22. 4.21 official, unofficial. Officially now 4.21. Unofficial was 4.22. But JJ McCarthy again was one of the guys, one of the first ones to watch him. So he know they watching him, and he's showing that leadership ability. So he helping himself by not participating in a lot of things, but the cerebral part is he know they watching him and how he react with other players. So that's a good thing for him.
Yeah, no doubt. And plus, they cool. That's kind of a sore spot for me, man, because we had Xavier Worthy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It messed up with Gaddis. So
yeah.
Long story.
Long story. Yeah. We got the first question on there. Anthony Price. Salute to you, Anthony Price. He said, did you think Joe Milton III stock went up from today from how he threw?
I didn't see him throw. So he got a cannon. I think they knew that anyway. But if he did some individual drills or something like that, maybe, he could have helped this today. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how you do help your stock. I think the NFL knows what he is. You know what I'm saying? He's always had a cannon. He's had a cannon since high school. He's always had that. It's been the accuracy piece that has always been in question. So, I'm gonna have to go back and peek at his stuff.
Yeah, because I didn't catch him.
Yeah,
I seen a lot of them. I think what is that? Kadon Slovis. I forgot. But he did good. I think he did good on his 40 time. He ran pretty well for a quarterback. I think he missed like 8 games that season, so he didn't really get to show a lot. This was something that he could show in the combine because he them games he missed. So he showed he had good speed. I forgot what he ran. I think it was low 4.6, under 4.6, 4.5, something like that.
Yeah, which is good for a quarterback.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? And I think Spencer Rattler was in the high 4.6s, 4.6 something. But I don't quote me on that. But I thought Spencer Rattler was going to run a lot faster.
Yeah, but you get tight. Get tight. That
pressure. You got the pressure on. Yeah, you if you don't relax and stretch and breathe.
Yeah. Breathe right.
Who was that said I ran a 4.10 flat and Pop Warner. He'll have the 20. He was running the 20. I got to be in the sports talk group. Shout out to the sports talk group. I'm trying to see who made that comment in there. It probably sound like something DeMarco would say.
Yeah, that was Ann Price.
Oh, okay. That was Ann Price. Okay. No doubt. It's absolutely Milton stock went up similar to Richardson last year. I don't know, but I know Richardson went up pretty more than we probably would have thought that it was. Yeah, he definitely improved his last year. I don't know if Milton did, but I didn't catch Milton. I seen all the other quarterbacks, but I didn't see Milton.
Right. And plus, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't doubt if he did. Quarterbacks usually the ones that rise quick, real quick.
That used to be what we watched the most because always when we was picking high, we needed quarterbacks to rise.
Yeah.
So, but this is so I'm watching the draft combine, of course, with your favorite team, whatever your favorite team is. Of course, it's Go Lions this way. Me and Jeff, Detroit Lions fans. So we kind of watching, especially the wide receiver bunch, because it's a lot of things going on, rumblings. Nobody know what Brad Holmes gonna do, but a lot of people rumbling about drafting a wide receiver. I'm not too fond of it, but I can see it because we still don't got a big-bodied X receiver. You know what I mean? Somebody that can go in the red zone. We got the speedy receiver, you know what I'm saying? Of course, Jameson. We got the slot, ultimate slot receiver, possession receiver, Amon Ra. But we don't really have that big-bodied X receiver, 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", maybe 230, that can go up there and catch a jump ball. I don't see Jameson in that. He usually going to outrun you. He might make a tough catch, but he ain't going to really just Megatron you. Right. Randy Moss, you know what I mean? So we need somebody with a big body. So I can see it, but of course Holmes could go either way because the old lineman, you got Fatanu, I think it is. You can see old lineman because we don't know with Frank Ragnow how long, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. Graham Glasgow, of course, Jonah Jackson. I don't see him getting signed back because it's going to be a pretty good contract, and he really had a hard year last year. So anyway, Brad Holmes could go plenty of ways, and this draft combine, watching it really didn't help me see which way he might go.
Yeah, I agree. Although, just watching the receivers, man, it's like, and they were talking about it on the broadcast, how so many guys are dropping 4-4 now. Like that ain't used to be the thing. Like, and now you got cats like it seems like it's the standard to drop 4-4, and then you know what I'm saying, they get a little excited once you get into the 4-3s.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I see Joe McMillan. Shout out to you, bro. Who you think your Dolphins are? Leave a comment. Who you think the Dolphins gonna pick? Who y'all looking at? I see a comment say this a quarterback thirsty draft. Yeah. So yeah, it is a quarterback thirsty draft. We got plenty of teams looking for quarterbacks out there. I mean, it's a lot of teams with their quarterback. I think the domino effect is going to really shift with the Chicago Bears. We still don't really know what they're going to do with Fields. Caleb Williams didn't really do nothing in the combine, so that ain't really going to make the Bears say, oh, yeah, we got to trade Fields to go and get Caleb. But everybody kind of projecting them to get rid of Fields, get draft capital, grab Caleb Williams and probably Malik Neighbor. That can change the whole course of the Bears, course of their trajectory, But I mean, Jeff, how you feel? You sold on Fields? What do you think the Bears should do? You think they should go after Caleb?
Yeah, I do. I'm not sold on Fields at all. And shout out to my boy Chris Driver in Sports Talk. He be clowning me when I say it, but he think it's that Ohio State Michigan bias. I let that go once they get to the pros. Like, no, I don't think I think he, saying he's an incredible athlete. Like, he's not trash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's an incredible athlete, but for me and how I look at the game, how I feel like, it should go, like what he needs to do in the pocket, he can't do. He just can't do it. I mean, he can escape the pocket, and once he escaped the pocket, man, it's danger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you can't depend on that all the time. Like, if you're gonna win games for real, you're gonna win them from the pocket. And you know what I'm saying? He don't process quick enough. And they don't put him in position to where, you know what I'm saying, like Baltimore did with Lamar for a few years. Like, they had to bring him along. And, he had half field reads and, you know what I'm saying, quick read. Like, in Chicago don't do that. They, you know what I'm saying, and this is a case of, coaches being like they in love with their system more than who they got. Yeah. So they call him plays where he still has to read the field. He can't
not
do
to
it.
his strength. Yeah, not to his strength. Play. Yeah.
So if you're gonna do that, you may as well do it with a quarterback that can do it. And so I feel like Caleb Williams can do that, and they probably feel that way too. So I wouldn't be surprised if they make that move.
Yeah, I can see it too. And you say Rattler was slow as molasses. Yeah, that's gonna be a struggle for him. He was. Anthony Price said running a 4.2 is good, but can you run that with pads on? I think it's no question with Xavier Worthy with his speed. I think the thing about him is not anything football wise. I think it's his size. He kind of in a Jameson. He under one set. He almost he barely 170. You know what I mean? He like 6'1", 175 maybe. But you're talking about he played for the Texas Longhorns and he had over 1,000 yards receiving. So he showed that he can put up the numbers in football if given a chance. So the speed of it show you he can be in that Jameson Williams type of category where you can blow the top off of a defense. Like when he get out there, cats gonna be thinking, "Man, this motherfucker ran a 4.21 in the combine. I got to get back." That changes the way the defense play automatically. Especially if you got an underneath route runner on tight end that can punish you underneath. You scared to get beat deep, you gonna give up underneath.
Yeah, Plus, you got to think he put up them numbers with another dog on the other side. Adonai Williams ran like a 4.3 today. Like, so
Right.
you talking about two Texas receivers that's probably going to be picked pretty high. So, you get 1,000 yards when you got another X receiver on the other side.
Yeah, exactly. He put 1,000 up, and he wasn't a feature wide receiver. It was a tandem, you know.
Right.
So yeah, I think the question that wasn't it was more the question was what speed can he run? If he'd have ran a 4.4, that would have did nothing for his stock. He probably would have failed just because of his size accompanied with it. But him running a 4.21, that was like okay, yeah, he got more than just production on the field. We can look past his size now because we can use him to so deep. So that was the thing. Him putting that speed up kind of changed and raised his stock up. If you look at his stock, I think his stock just went up. I think the first tweet was Patrick Mahomes talking about his. A lot of people tweeted about it. It's like, yeah, he built a name. He just made his brand stronger, like instantly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, and it just cemented it because, you can go back to the tape. You know what I'm saying? He's making plays. So that just put a little stamp on it, like, oh, whoa, whoa. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, oh, he can do
yeah,
that. So
exactly. Saying like we said, his production is on there. They know the production came. He didn't play at a NAIA or he didn't play at a little small MAC or nothing. He played with the Texas Longhorns. So he put up 1,000 yards receiving against good competition. Uh,
yeah.
Brandon Blair, shout out to Brandon Blair, Cowboys fan out there, Sports Talk OG. I'm a diehard Cowboys fan. Are we cursed? I had to highlight. I'll leave that up there for a little second. Hey, what you think about that? That's a Cowboys fan saying that, so that ain't us saying it.
Right. No, I don't think y'all cursed, but I don't know if y'all should be. I've never been sold on Dak myself, so to me that's the beginning and the ending for me. Is I'm not a believer in Dak. I felt like y'all should have been out there. You know what I'm saying? When Aaron Rodgers was out there, or you know what I'm saying? Like I felt like they needed to, because the Cowboys feel like they can win the Super Bowl. Like so,
Yeah,
if you in Super Bowl or bust mode, you can't be with Dak. Not to me.
yeah. I think a decent quarterback. It's just something about when they get to the playoffs. I don't know if it's his nerves or what it is, but if your quarterback's shaky, the whole team's gonna be shaky when they get to playoff time. And I think it reacts to the whole team. Like you can see them be dominant, and then the last 2, 3 games of the season, it's like you can just see something go, "Ooh, shoot! I don't know if we can do this." And it's like I don't know. And I think that Cowboys fans, y'all don't. Even with Romo, I didn't ever feel like he was real confident as a quarterback. He knew he could play, but it was like something when the crunch time came, it was like you could see a light switch. Like I'm gonna throw an interception.
Yeah, I mean that permeates through the whole team, man. Like you know what I'm saying. Like certain quarterbacks, you know what I'm saying. When you got a Patrick Mahomes, even if he throw a pick, they
He
coming back to
confident.
the line like we gonna get it back. You know what I'm saying. We
Yeah,
gonna go down and score again. Like confidence ain't nothing, but when Dak throw a pick, he's like, oh, shit,
yeah. You can just
here
feel
we
the
go
air come
again.
out the balloon. Yeah, the
Yeah,
air come out the balloon. So
yeah. Cats go back to the sideline, sit on the bench like, dang,
yeah, you might even
here we go.
see them. What is CD Lamb? You might even see him pointing at Dak like you mother.
That's a problem for a Super
Yeah,
Bowl. A team that aspires to win the Super Bowl that feels like, hey, which they do got the defense for it. They do got the defense for it. But Dak, you know what I'm saying? And then receiver wise and even running wise, like y'all got, I ain't really got no. Y'all kind of run by committee with Pollard and what I'm saying, some another cat. And then you only really got CD Lamb receiving, so
yeah,
probably need to change a couple things. I would say.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, you definitely got to. The mentality of the team is one. We, as Lions fans, we already know that mentality is everything. That's why I love Dan Campbell. I'm sure Jeff too. And
Yep.
when you talk about everybody criticizing them about going for it, look, man. I enjoy that mentality that he just like I'm trying to win. You know what I mean? He ain't second guessing himself. He ain't scared. He ain't like, man, I shouldn't have did. He going to impress. I'm watching it when he doing the press releases. I'm watching to see if he folding, if he finna show some old chump mentality. Like, you know what I mean? If he gonna be like, well, you know, guys, I did mess up. Man, stop that.
Yeah.
You know, but you ain't got to worry about Dan Campbell. He go up there and be like, look, we played to win. We was going for it. Hey, we just didn't make the play. Next time, you know, it might. But right now, we playing to win. I like that mentality. And it don't always help. Sometimes it's going to hurt you. But you see what they got, the NFC Championship. I'm
Yep.
tired of the coach going up there and you wearing him. You looking at him like, man, this is what the players see too.
Yep.
You know?
And,
Yeah.
and and that may be another thing for the Cowboys too. I'm not
Coaching.
a big McCarthy, fan either. You know what I'm saying? So you got a couple things going on with the Cowboys, but
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
See, and with McCarthy, you gotta have that confident guy. See, McCarthy was winning when he had Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
Rodgers, everybody know mentality. He don't give a fuck. Even like right now, when Aaron McCarthy say some of the stupidest shit, he look at you like, damn man, you know you silly as hell for he just he ain't backing down. He'll say the stupidest shit. You be like, man, this motherfucker do that, but he gonna sit there like confident. And I think Mike McCarthy, you need that kind of quarterback to balance it. Mike, you can't have two Mike McCarthys. And I think right now the Cowboys got two Mike McCarthys. They both unsure themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yep, true
That's
that.
how I feel about it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Price, he said, how would you feel if the Lions get Mike Evans? I don't want it.
Too much money.
Yeah, that's the main thing. I don't want it.
No.
I
We can get
I like the thought.
no, because we ain't in no desperation mode. You know what I'm saying? Like he can go somewhere and get paid, go to Minnesota or something. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody that'll pay, and the cap did go up, so somebody gonna pay him. You know what I'm saying? But we don't need to
Yeah.
do that. Like we can. I trust in Brad Holmes. Like even if he does grab one of these receivers at the end of the first round, I ain't gonna be too messed up about it. I would prefer a corner or even a defensive end or something, but I wouldn't be mad because in my eyes, if I see a wide receiver come off the board, I'm a immediately think like, okay, he got a plan to do something else second round. You're just confident that he has a plan. You know what I'm saying? And so, we'll see.
Yeah. And plus, I mean, only reason I like the thought of it is because he's a big bodied X receiver, like we were just talking about. But not him.
Right.
Get somebody like that in the draft. You know what I mean? Just like Jeff was talking about Adonai Mitchell that also played at Texas. He
Yep.
he a big guy, 6'3", 204, 2 he can put on probably 15 more pounds. He can easily be
Mm-hmm.
220. And you can
Yeah.
be damn 6'3", 6'4", 220, and he run a 4.33. You know, and you
Mm-hmm.
develop him, you got your guy on a rookie contract.
Yeah.
That's what that's
Yeah. That's a better fit on both ends, on the salary wise, and you get to draft your own guy. You know what I'm saying? Like old vet. You can get a old boy that was at Michigan State that went to Florida State. Was it Coleman?
Keon Coleman. That was
Yeah.
another,
Yeah,
another
another
one that
big,
he's talking
another big
about.
receiver that can move. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? That can get downfield. It's
Exactly.
it's quite a few of them. I even seen one because I was watching the receivers. There was even a couple from like HBCUs that ran pretty good too. That
Mm-hmm.
so even options down in the draft where you go fourth, fifth round. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
we can. There are cheaper, better options.
Yeah. And then you got to realize that we're not hurting for a number one option because we got Amon Ra, we got Sam Laporta, you even got Jamison Williams. You just need somebody that can come in, maybe do 500-600 yards in his rookie year and catch about 6 touchdowns, contested type touchdowns. So, you know what I'm saying, just to make them the defense worry about them. You
No
know,
doubt.
that opened it up. Plus you got Jameer Gibbs that can catch the ball out of the backfield. So I don't think you just add Mike Evans and it just solves anything. Anything it might add a little more confusion because he probably been a dominant guy that's gonna say, "Hey man, y'all ain't throwing me the ball." I mean, we got options to spread the ball around that we don't need. Hey man, I ain't getting my 1,200. I ain't like this. I don't want no. I'm hoping that ain't him, but I don't want that type of thing. Keep it with Amon Ross, Sam Laporta. Jameson should have a better year this year. Jahmyr Gibbs out the backfield a little more this year. Add a big body X receiver in the draft, third, fourth round. It's still wide receiver is very deep in this draft. Very.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yep. Let me see. Brandon Blair said the Lions on the come up. Sure indeed. Salute to you, bro. He said good structure and coaching. Oh yeah, that's the main thing. That's the main thing we've been wishing for the longest. I think me and Jeff been talking about that for years.
Man.
You got that good structure and coaching. It's almost like you bring somebody in and they fit in. They adjust to you instead of you trying to adjust to them. So you got a better chance, especially when you can grab a rookie, bring him in, and he comes in and adjusts right to the system. And you might get a veteran that come in and say, "Man, I'm going to be a problem." You know, yeah.
Yeah. But there's so many options, man. That's the thing too. Like where we pick, I think we picked what 27, 28, something like that. 29.
Yeah, 29. Mm-hmm.
Man, so many options. I know. I saw that they that we interviewed like Kool-Aid McKinstry and
Well, he the one got hurt. Matter of fact, when you said his name, he the one that pulled up Lane.
okay.
He hurt himself.
Man, but it's so many options. You know what I'm saying? So many options. Oh boy, the corner from Toledo. Like he made himself some money. Like I think he ran like a 4.25 or something like that. Like they was like, oh, like oh.
Oh yeah.
And he a big
Nate,
corner too. You know what I'm saying?
Which one you talking about? Nate Wiggins?
What's his name? Quinion Mitchell from
Okay.
Toledo.
Yeah, he ran I got official 4.33, but he was fast. I think when I'm looking on this NFL when Nate Wiggins ran a 4.28 though.
Okay, yeah, maybe that's what I was thinking about 4.2. But yeah, Quinion Mitchell ran pretty good for his size. That was the thing. Like, so I think he like 6'1" or 6'2" maybe.
Yeah, 6'1", 6'2", yeah.
So I think Brad got some pieces on the board. Like he can watch.
Oh yeah, he was shaking like Brad was up there like you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be interesting. I see Tony Jefferson. What up with your tone? He said we talking first pick. Well, no, we actually talking about the NFL Combine and just a lot of the things that is going with it to help your team. Mainly, we're gonna talk about the Lions, but anybody else want to put their team? Like I say, we seen Joe McMillan, Dolphins fan. Any other fan in there? Let us know what team you root for in the comments. You know what I mean, and who you might who you even though we talking about the Lions, you can put your team in there and we'll discuss them too. But yeah, we not specifically talking about the first pick. Um, I think Caleb gonna go first, but we don't know. Chicago Bears right on the first pick, and they
Yep.
still got a major decision to make whether they're gonna keep Justin Fields or get rid of him and then go get Caleb. To me, that could be interesting because they could get a nice haul for Justin Fields with the right team. You know what I mean? So that can enhance it because they already got the number one pick. You go
Right.
and trade Justin Fields and add more tools, and you get Caleb Williams and probably Malik Neighbor, another wide receiver, one of those wide receivers, the deep wide receivers, and then you get all that draft capital for Justin Fields. That could be a problem that I really don't want to see, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they can definitely shake it up and be better real quick. So I mean, I personally, I'm not I don't feel like Fields is the pick. I feel like he's the future. But if they choose to go that route, you know what I'm saying? As a Lions fan, I'll be a little bit more comfortable. Because I feel like if we, do what we need to do and, upgrade our pass rush, upgrade our secondary, we'll beat them. So
Yeah.
I'm good with it. Their loss.
I feel. Yeah, I feel like we'll still be up there, but the Packers and the Bears, I think, are two teams that's going to be a threat. I think the North is going to be real strong, stronger than it's been in a long time because
Mm-hmm.
it's just the fact, and I think the Lions is going to lead that course. I'm just saying. Uh, but Joe Mack, he say, I want Verse or old lineman from Oregon. Yeah, the old lineman from Oregon. I want to say his name wrong. I had to for Tano. I don't forgot. But I see that he studied Penny Sewell.
Okay.
So yeah, they say he kind of in that mix of like a Penny Sewell type. He played with aggression, real like dominant. I seen that they say more. He played offensive tackle, left tackle for 4 years at
Okay.
Oregon, but they say he probably better off in the at the guard spot.
Okay.
He said he ain't adverse to he don't mind going to the guard spot. So that could be somebody that Dolphins might not get because Brad Holmes might look at him and say, "Hey, put a Penny Sewell, put him right next to Penny, and let him learn from Penny." And you got Ragnar. Plus, he can switch. I think he can play a little bit of center too. But he a guy with that nasty aggressiveness that Dan Campbell loved at the old lineman spot.
Definitely. Yeah. I think that's the one thing that we can be comfortable in. Like, they pick, players who fit what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Certain mentality, even a certain pedigree. Like, they pick a lot of like team captains and, what I'm saying, just
Yeah.
leaders, what I'm saying, cats
Mm-hmm.
that know how to play, know how to handle themselves, what I'm saying. They just fit.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Hey, and I gotta say we're gonna take a little not a little break, but I want a break as far as saying, hey, salute to everybody checking us out right now. I see at least 8 people on there watching us, kicking it with us on we got a lot of platforms we on. So if you're on my personal page or the Thawed Magazine page, YouTube, Twitter, wherever you're watching from, salute to you. We appreciate you. Share if you can. Leave some comments. We got plenty of comments in here. I'm still trying to scroll through them all, and we're gonna get to comments and we're gonna go all the way through it. So we adjusting, like I said, the show is ran by y'all. So when you leave comments, we kind of address them, and I feel like we diverse enough to address a lot of comments, and just we're gonna bring up as much as we can with the knowledge that we try to have. So salute to y'all first of all. Salute to everybody watching sports talk for shows. Salute to the group.
No doubt.
So yeah, Jeff, the next comment we got. Bears a lock to get Williams, then double back for receiver. I don't think it's a lock right now.
Yeah, I don't think it's a lock either. I think they going because they don't have no reason to move. They the first pick, so they ain't no hurry. So they'll probably make it to the draft. They'll probably go through the whole clock. You know what I'm saying? And just wait on the phone to ring. Like we listening. You know what I'm saying? But they'll probably have a plan. They probably have a plan what they want to do, but there's no incentive for them to rush and do anything. Like they can listen because who's to say that Washington say, you know what? Let us go on and give them a whole boom and
Facts.
go up. You know what I'm saying? It could happen. Or somebody even below them. You know what I'm saying? It might not be Washington. It might be New England that say, you know what, we need to go up. And we kind of need to change our fortunes real quick.
Yeah,
So they
yeah,
might jump
yeah.
up, you know what I'm saying? We'll
I,
see. We'll see.
I think they're in the best position that you can be as a team. That's kind of in the mid level because they can go up or down. They can
Mm-hmm.
keep Justin Fields and just go with one of the best players. They can trade. They can get Marvin Williams. You know what I mean? Marvin. I
Yep.
don't think Marvin. Man, what's his last name? Harrison.
Harrison.
Ohio State. Yeah, Marvin Harrison Jr. They can get him and stay content, or they can trade down and say we can get Marvin Harrison later, or one of these wide receivers later. And like you said, Jeff said, we can wait for a call for that number one pick. So they can either trade for the pick, they can trade Justin Fields and get more picks, and draft a quarterback. So they in a position right now where really you don't know. We don't know what they might do. We know I know what we think they should do, and like Jeff said, get rid of Fields, and get a bag for him, draft Caleb, and they probably get a bag for Justin Fields. There's some team gonna rock with him. that feel
Oh
like
yeah.
he still got time to develop. So
Oh, no
they
doubt. Yeah, sure.
they
Atlanta
not a
should be
lot.
the first on the. Atlanta should be the first ones on the phone, and Pittsburgh
Mm-hmm.
should be right there. There's probably 3 or 4 more teams that probably should be like, hey, hey.
Yeah. Exactly. So, Anthony Price say, "I'm not drafting Caleb Williams. I feel Jaden Daniels is better." Hmm.
Guess it's possible. I mean, they pretty much mocked, in the top three, both of them. So it's
Yeah,
a fair, it's a fair thought.
yeah.
Um, we'll
I'm
see.
taking it.
I mean, quarterbacks. Because it won't be before we get to the draft. Like those two are already up there, and you probably get a couple more that'll creep up too. You know what I'm saying? I think JJ will be one of them that's gonna creep up the board.
Hmm.
Quarterbacks move every year.
Yeah, I agree. But I like Caleb Williams. I see him the way I'm watching his move and the way he can throw like almost across his body with his hips open, and when he lands good. He don't land with a twisted body or his throwing mechanics is good. When you watching all of the way that Caleb Williams throws, you kind of can see it why he's so highly thought of. And it kind of reminds me of what his name, Stroud,
Yeah,
CJ Stroud. The way that he positions and the way he throws. A lot of times it ain't just about the stats. You got to watch some of these quarterbacks and they throwing mechanics and how they. I was watching the combine. And I think the first 5 quarterbacks threw, and they was all over the place. The balls was going all, and the wide receiver was looking like, you know what I'm saying? And you can see the quarterbacks kind of had to warm up, and it was like, okay. But Caleb was going out there, and you can just see him just, it's more fluid, like naturally fluid. He didn't have to warm up. He didn't have to. He was just out there, and it was just so. When the team watching, they watching that. They want to see really your body, how your body as you get older, are you gonna become stiffer? Is it natural? Is you just looking good right now? So they looking at that, and I think Caleb passed the test for me. That I'd be like, yeah, I like the mechanics. Now I know he put the stats up. I know he done did that, but I want to see him and how his body actually move. Like, do it look natural? Do it look fluid? And I think he did look fluid to me, and I think that helped him in his stock too.
yeah. That's yeah. He's very fluid. And it don't look like it's a effort, like a
Hmm.
total effort. Like he got to put his whole body into it. So it'd be a
Exactly.
flick of the wrist. It's like boom, boom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
it's just he's just naturally gifted in that way.
Exactly. And that's a lot of time when they combine when they throw them long outs. And that's where Richardson last year helped
Hmm.
himself because when he threw that ball, I think it hit the top or something like that.
Yeah,
But it was just a natural like throwing motion. Like he didn't go
yeah.
it wasn't. So when they looked, it was like, damn, did he just,
Flick of the
you
wrist.
know, like whoa, wait a minute. Now that make them think like, whoa, woo. Like okay, I can see the possibilities if he just doing that like that. And then you got
Yeah,
another quarterback like well they might do the same thing, but you're looking like he throw 20 of those, he gonna hurt himself.
yeah. He gonna be tired.
So yeah, you gotta look at all of that.
Hmm. And yeah, so yeah, I agree. That's what happened with Anthony Richardson last year. Like, what I'm saying? Like he just slinging the ball all over naturally and fluid, and he can run. What I'm saying? That he mobile. He throwing on the run, throwing across his body. They
He's seen
like, oh,
everything.
he can do everything. Like,
Yep,
okay.
yep, yep. I agree, and they watching that. They not like in the NFL. Which I like is you're not gonna fool them just because you put production up. There's plenty of college players that put production up, but they gonna look now because you had players back in the day like I hate to say it, but Jamarcus Russell. What I mean, we knew he could get on his knees and throw it real hard, but I mean throw probably 60 yards.
Right.
But it was like his body and his fluid, and then he started putting on weight, and it's like, they kind of got to look at you and look like, somebody should have looked like, man, you got to control his weight. He gonna blow on 300 pounds. I mean, you got to be able to look and see, and that's what these combines. That's what looking at them without the pads on. just seeing naturally of what you could project them to be probably 5 to 10 years. You got to think these guys are signing them to contracts for 4, 5 years. And you
Yep.
ain't thinking like right this first game. You want to know 4, 5 years. Maybe if I should even sign him to a second contract, you thinking of all of that like when it's going through your mind, like when he get 30. So that's the reason why a lot of people didn't like the Hendon Hooker pick for the Lions. I liked it, but a lot of people didn't like it because of his age. They were
Right.
thinking 5, 10 years down the line of how old he gonna be.
Right.
Yeah. So Facebook let me say we're good at wide receiver right now. And say, okay, bet. What y'all think about Hooker getting dealt? And we just talking about that too. Well, not that part, but with the Hendon Hooker, of course. So that's a good question. I don't know, Jeff. I can't see it right now. It's not gonna happen, but
No,
they could be in that Patriots thought too, though.
could be. But I think they want to see what they got. Um, they haven't been able to see, because I think he got cleared like toward the end of the season.
Yep.
And you ain't gonna see stuff. I mean, you see a little bit in practice, but you know what I'm saying? I think they want to go through a camp with him and go through preseason with, like really get him in the mix and see what he can do. And I guess it's always, anything's possible. I guess we could do a Garoppolo, you know what I'm saying? Where
Yeah.
they like,
Yeah.
okay, it's stock kind of high, and we still got Brady, so all right, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. And see that's why the way the league is built, it's always smart to draft a quarterback. And Hendon Hooker, like I say, if he get in the preseason, it's gonna be real dope to see him because he gonna play. Jared Goff ain't probably gonna play the preseason.
Mm-hmm.
So Hendon Hooker got his perfect opportunity to show what he can do. If he
Yep.
come out there lighting it up preseason and make his stock go up, guess what? That helped the Lions because if they do want to trade him, you gotta wait at a good time. You can say right now, he should get dealt. No, if you gotta give him a chance, let him go to preseason, show what he got, let the team see him, and he auditioning really. You can say, hey, we're gonna keep him. He's too valuable, I think. But if Goff get that re-sign and his stock shoot up, I can see it being dealt because they just say, hey, we can use that and drop another quarterback next year and build him up the same way and probably trade him and keep adding capital.
Yep.
That's what the NFL works like. You get that second quarterback, young quarterback on the bench, he show out, yeah, that can really help them.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yep. So, I don't think he's gonna get dealt right now. I can't see it. I want to see him in preseason and see what he do.
Yeah, I agree. I want to see him play uh, before we decide to do anything.
Yep. That's first and foremost. Uh, what up, Kerry Cooper? Hey, salute to you, bro.
What up, Coop?
Coop. Hey, y'all check out Thawed News on Fridays with Coop, Jeff, and Coop. We got you can go on our page and watch that right now. Or not right now though. Like, hey, we not right now.
Hang out with
Yeah,
us for a minute.
yeah, hang out with us for a little bit longer. You know what I mean? Salute to everybody. We still 7 people, man. We appreciate y'all. More people watching too. If you hit the speaker and just listening, salute to you. Come on in, drop us some comments. I think we got over 30 some comments. I'm trying to get through them all. But salute to y'all. Y'all keep going. We're gonna get to the next question next comment. Anthony Price, salute to you, bro. He said Bears could draft a quarterback at number 1 and trade Fields to the Falcons, then use that pick to get a wide receiver. True indeed. True indeed. That was just talking about. Yep, Jeff. Yep. I
Yeah,
think
they
don't they
can do a
got 2
couple
top
things.
10 picks?
Yeah, they got 1-9, so even if they stay, they gonna do that. I think they'll do that anyway. You know what I'm saying? But if they trade, you know what I'm saying, if they go with Williams and trade Fields, you already got 1-9. You know what I'm saying? Like depending on who you trade, him to. You know what I'm saying? You can add another pick besides those two. And
Mm-hmm.
so, they can go quarterback, wide receiver, tight end, or whatever,
They got a lot of options.
tackle or something.
They got a lot of options. They got more options than I probably seen in the last couple of years of a team. Because they already got a quarterback that they can keep riding with. And they got the number 1 pick, which is quarterback usually driven. So they in a position, like I say, they can trade up, trade down, stay put. and just go ride the motion or wait and just wait it out. See what somebody give them.
Yeah, no
Great
doubt.
position.
Yeah, they're in a great position. Because even if they stay and say we're gonna roll with Fields, they signed a number one wide receiver last year. So you can pair him up with Marvin Harrison Jr. and then you can go another route with pick number 9. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what you want to do, offensive line. They can tight end. Brock Bowers. You know what I'm saying? He in there. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's gonna go. It's hard to say where he gonna go, but he a weapon.
Yeah.
He a weapon. But
Mm-hmm.
usually you in the top 10, you ain't really looking for a tight end.
Yeah.
like you going with the money positions, a quarterback, a defensive end. It's like defensive tackle. You know what I'm saying? The impact players like tight end is in the top 10 is like a luxury.
Man, and a
Don't
lot
we
of
know?
teams, kind of
Don't
get
we know?
nervous about that. Yeah, we don't want to see it. We don't want to see it.
Lord, don't we know?
Exactly. We happy with Laporta. We thank you, bro.
Man,
He said, I thought Williams was crying about going to the Bears. Yeah, I mean, he spoke his piece about that. I think he don't want to play in the cold like that. That might be his main thing, but I don't think. I think if they talk or if it come down because we make them last forever. You know what I mean? So you don't know what's been said between him and the Bears since then. They last comments. Um, it's still in the air. If he say something right with the Bears, they might say, "Hey man, look, we want you." He might say, I don't really, okay, let's go. We don't know. What they talking about, like I say, they talking right now at the NFL Combine probably. We don't know.
bro, with where he's projected, you're gonna go play in the cold. It's either Chicago or Washington or New England. You're gonna play in the cold, big
You
dog.
go play cold. Yeah.
You ain't getting
You
out of
go
the top 3,
yeah. You can't go to the Chargers. They got somebody.
Right. Nah, they ain't gonna happen. I mean, even if Godspeed, you get out of the top 3, Arizona's number 4, and they not picking a quarterback. So,
Exactly. They still got
um,
Kyler, yeah.
I guess you better pray and hope he slides to 5 with Atlanta.
Yeah, good luck, bro.
Yeah.
Because most of the teams that's in there in the top 5 or top teams is cold teams.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, his agent better be on the phone with Atlanta. Like, don't y'all want to go and move up, man?
Good. And you got to think, them millions of dollars he going to lose if they don't trade that number 1 pick. If they stay put and grab Harrison and they don't get him, I mean, he might not be worrying about it. He going to be getting millions anyway, but it's a nice little difference between the number 1 pick and probably 3rd or 4th.
Right. That's true.
So my salute to Damaris Gordon. I see you, bro. Salute to you. Got a Cowboys fan in there. Yeah. Salute to the Cowboys. They've been beefing with our Lions fans. I see you, bro. We've been beefing.
Yeah, we've been seeing.
Yeah, we've been seeing. We keep our eyes out. We watching random fans. We watching. That's our guy though. Shout out to you, Damaris. You said Cowboys get Diggs and Henry. And I don't know. Is that the draft wise, or you talking about Stephon Diggs and Derrick Henry?
Yeah, that seemed like free agency.
Yeah, he probably talking free agency then. Because
Yeah.
I don't know no draft Diggs and Henry, so that got to be probably Stephon.
Yeah, it got to be free agency. Which go ahead, that's what y'all do. Y'all spend a bunch of money.
Exactly. Y'all the new Washington Redskins. Remember Dan Snyder? Jerry Jones, the new Dan Snyder. He want that instant Band-Aid fix.
Man.
Y'all keep on. We happy for y'all. Hey, salute to you. Keep on.
Right. Y'all like it. We love it. All right.
Exactly. I remember one time we was talking on here and I told you, because I seen you going off with my Lions fans about talking about the Mariners, my guy the Mariners, about y'all championship. Now it was a point in time where the Lions, we were talking about that. The Lions could have went that way and the Cowboys, they was all right there. we at that time again, and y'all Cowboys going that way, and the Lions is going that way. So I think the fortune's reversed, where y'all keep going that way. So y'all keep on going that way, and let us go this way. Y'all did it. Y'all did it last time. Y'all went that way and won championships, and we right there. We right there with the Cowboys in like 1991, and we went like tanked.
Man.
So yeah. So hopefully this now, y'all Cowboys, go ahead. Get all the free agents y'all want, spend big money, getting luxury cap hell. I don't care. So yeah, but he said, but if they get him, hey, it probably could help your team out. But I think y'all got more needs.
They do. They do.
Yeah, yeah. See, next comment say sounds like Goff is getting an extension. Yeah, I can see it, and I believe he should. I mean, I used to not. If you watch previous episodes, me, Jeff, I know me for sure. I wasn't happy about the extension or even the thought of an extension for Goff, but I can't be mad right now. Plus, you gotta understand the cap went up $30 million.
It did. That's gonna make a huge difference.
Yeah. Now, if we'd have thought about him getting an extension with the same cap of last year, no, that's a problem. But you got $30 million, a little bit more $30 million than. I can't be mad at Goff getting an extension. Now, do I want him to have a top 3 quarterback type of extension? No. Now, maybe he might be in that 5th or 6th. I think they're talking about 49, 48, 50 million a year. Oh, that's some crazy numbers, but
crazy numbers. What you gonna do though?
Especially when you see the draft and you see this time of the year, everybody looking for a quarterback.
Yep. What you gonna do? Yeah,
make it to the NFC Championship.
Right. Ain't nothing you can do. It's only 2 options. And that's basically what Chicago is looking at right now, because they're gonna have the same problem with Field. Like, either we pay him or do we reset the shot clock with a rookie? Those are your options.
And it ain't time for us to reset.
Not at all.
Not when you was a half away from going to the Super Bowl. It's not time to reset. So you got Jared Goff, and plus I think he only 29 years old.
Yeah.
So if he was 32, 33, 30 in that range, maybe. But being 29, I think 2-3 years. Plus, if you can see what Hendon Hooker got, I think you just got to ride that out and give him an extension. Plus, like I say, you got 30 million cap improved by 30 million. That's nothing to sneeze at right there. 30 million just improved. And you still got players on rookie contracts. I think we're gonna see Amon Ra. I think he's gonna get an extension. Now we gotta see what his number is gonna be. Who else? I think Penny got to get his.
Yep.
You still got who's in that same area. Can't think. Aleem McNeil in that area.
Yeah. And I want to say we're gonna have to make a decision on Decker.
I think he on his second contract in the middle of it right now.
Yeah.
So that's plus Frank Ragnow.
Yeah.
And then so we in that process where, and I trust Brad Holmes. I know I believe he got a plan, because like I say, he already signed. Who did he sign? He got rid of Tracy Walker. That freed up $5 million. They over 60 something million. We're not in. See, and that's what makes it so much with Brad Holmes. I love him. So many things I ain't never met the guy. I don't even need to meet him and say, man, I love you, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because I can watch his moves. And I'm looking at his moves, and when he first took the job, we was damn near going into cap problems. Cleared that up. We got a little bit of dead money out there. But the fact that 60-something million in cap space, but he ain't going making those type of free agent moves. He was getting pressure last year. We need free agents. We need business. Nah, look, I ain't tripping on that. I don't care what y'all need. Yeah, y'all want what's his name that went to the Niners?
Young.
Yeah, Chase Young. Y'all cry for him. Cry for Sweat. Went to the Bears. No, I'm standing pat, and I appreciated it.
Yeah.
He's showing you other valuable things we can do with this money. And yeah, you might feel like it, but look at the Niners. If you look at the Niners right now, I think they over the cap.
Yep.
Over the cap. And you think about that. The team that they had just lost in the Super Bowl again, went to 3 NFC championship. It's almost time for them to blow that up because Brock Purdy's still on either. He's gonna be ready for his contract. He's still on a rookie deal, I think it is. Yeah, he's still on his rookie deal.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't even got a high price. They got a quarterback on his rookie deal, and they in cap problems.
Yep. And then Young, you know what I'm saying, he was pouting. You know what I'm saying? So he wouldn't have even fit on our roster because we don't have them type of problems. Like,
Exactly. Shout out to you, David Burns. He say watching from Cedar Hill, Texas. Salute. We got quite a few people watching from all over, man. We appreciate y'all, everybody out there watching, man. We just keep on rocking. The strength of the strength of this podcast, the strength of the magazine is only because of the people. The more people rock with us, the stronger the group. I mean, the stronger the magazine get, the stronger the podcast get. So salute to y'all. I mean everything. So appreciate you. Cedar Hills, Texas. Salute to you. Yeah. Let me see. We're gonna get to the next question too. Next comment. You say True J Jack. Price said, ain't Hooker and Golf almost the same age?
it ain't
They
far off.
close. Yeah. They close, bro.
Yeah, I think Hooker like 26, 25.
He up there. So the only difference is one on a rookie contract and one going for his second contract. This is Golf's second contract. Yeah, it's his second. He was still on.
Yeah.
No, was he still on a rookie deal
I think so.
with the Rams when he left the Rams? So, but yeah. But anyway, we talking he might get $50 million a year. A lot of people.
Yeah, it's gonna be a nice number. Hopefully we got a nice little capologist that can defer some of that.
Stretch that a little bit. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, cause we got a lot of players right now. You got to think Holmes done did, and that's a good problem to have when you can draft well. Draft class, we got like 3 or 4 people like from each draft class that when they get a contract, it ain't gonna feel real great because when you talk about Amon Ra, you talk about Aiden in about a year, he's gonna be up for his. We already talked about Penny Sewell, Liam McNeil, Amon Ra. They negotiating his extension right now. Who else we got? You got Iffy Melifonwu. He done raised his stock up.
Yeah, you going Brian Branch,
Jameer Gibbs.
Yeah,
We got a lot of Sam Laporta.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot of guys in there that he's confident and he's trying to sign and keep. I like that he's trying to keep his guys first instead of letting them walk and go get free agents. He want to stay with the guys he's been watching since college and drafted and groomed, and so that's my thing. And he ain't shy. This my thing is that's why I trust him. He ain't shy on letting somebody go if they have to go. We can just look at T.J. Hockenson for that.
Right.
I wasn't the happiest when T.J. Hockenson left, but I was like, I agree. I just came to the fact like, hey man, maybe he saw something, and sure enough, Sam Laporta pop up. T.J. Hockenson went to the Vikings. He still did great, but that contract was just like, wow.
Yeah.
So he know what he's doing. I trust that if he sees somebody and think that they should be gone, he gonna do it.
Yeah, I mean that's the job of the GM, man. He gotta make all the hard decisions. I think all the guys we named, like a couple of them, they probably get franchised or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna be willing and dealing. Like, it might be. I don't know. You gonna have to pick and choose. Like, do you franchise somebody like Aiden, or do you? So like that's just a job, I guess.
Exactly. Love you too, Auntie. I had to say that. Aunt Delina, salute to your family. That's my auntie. That's like mom. Yeah. Gotta show family love.
Definitely.
They say, right, 45 tops. I just say 45. Jared Goff get 45 tops. I mean, I'm hoping. I'm hoping, but I've been hearing 50.
Yeah, it's gonna be a nice number. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be yeah. I'm thinking they were talking about 4 years, 200 million. So if it's 45. Hey, I'm happy with it. I'm not gonna debate you on that one. I'll be like, yes. You know, that's a discount damn near from what they're talking about. I'm hoping Jared Goff give a discount and say, hey man, give me 30. we ain't gonna hear that because that's almost an unwritten sin to take less like that at the position because you ain't helping the other quarterbacks or helping the ones come behind you.
Right. Yeah, we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. You know, he shoot right now he in the 30s. So
Yeah, he already in the 30s, so yeah. Yeah. Like so this got to be his second contract. He already in the 30s, so it's got to be the third one that they negotiating. Well, it's the second, and then they extension on it. So in the 30s, he up for probably a 15 to $20 million raise. It is what it is. Um, if he play like he did last year, I have no problems with that because even with the NFC Championship game, I wasn't happy. I didn't feel like he was going to win it, but I didn't see Goff be the problem in that game.
right.
He had so many other problems in that game. He wasn't the one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's and more than anything, it's just the market. Like last year, like Jalen Hurts, Lamar got a deal. Joe Burrow, Herbert. What I'm saying? They shot that number up, and that number is over 50. You know what I'm saying? I think that number is, what I'm saying, if you're looking at them averages, what I'm saying, for a top 10-ish quarterback, it's over 50. So
Yeah.
it's over
And
50.
it sound absorbing to us. I can see probably 10 years you're talking about 100. But we got to look at it like, the value of the dollar ain't the same as probably 15, 20 years ago. So somebody be like, man, they didn't make 50 million 10 years ago where the value of the dollar wasn't the same. It's a difference. You know what I mean? 50 million, I don't got my calculator or nothing like that, but that's like probably 10, 30 million years ago.
Yeah.
The value of the dollar is just like, so you seeing them numbers raise up because, like you say, that's just the economy. That's just how it's going right now. The value of the dollar, everything, you got to add all of that in. It's not like now if they was paying them with 1990s money,
Man. No, it's just where it's at. Like timing is everything for them. When their contract comes up due, you know what I'm saying. You can even look back at guys like Kirk Cousins. You know what I'm saying. When they came free agents at the right time, where it's like I'm about to cash in. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying. Man, and then just his contemporaries. You look at somebody like Burrow. Burrow went to the Super Bowl once. Other than that, you know what I'm saying, he hasn't done a whole lot.
Exactly.
So, and he got a 5-year, $275 million deal. That's
Yep.
that's like 55, 56 a year right there.
Exactly.
And
And
like
I'm going to
at
cut you
least
off, bro,
half
on
of that
that.
is guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? So
And I mean, we get right back on. I just wanted to show some people on this. So y'all might not believe me, but I'm gonna show you what $50 million in 1990 would be the equivalent of. I don't know if you see that right there.
You're
You're talking about $117 million.
man.
$50 million in 1990 is equivalent in purchasing power to about 117 million today. So when you see those kind of numbers, this ain't 1990s money. It's a big difference. That's damn near double, damn near reaching triple. You had a $50 million contract in 1990. You damn near right now. That's 117 million. So
Yeah.
Just wanted to show that in case nobody believed me. It's a little difference in that money that they getting. It look huge. It look big. It is big. Shit, I can deal with a couple of them.
No doubt.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a difference. It's a difference in the money every year. So you're gonna keep seeing that money go up. You're gonna keep seeing it grow.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, you look at somebody like Justin Herbert who ain't done nothing, and he the second highest. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, so Goff, like, come on, bro. So I
Yep.
went to the Super Bowl with the Rams. I should have went with my team right now. Like we, yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't gotta blow it out the water, but I gotta be comparable. I gotta be comparable. You gotta put
Exactly.
mix.
It's a big fight in there. And Jared gonna look and say, "Hey, man, he ain't did nothing. Look what I done did."
Man.
It's got to be comparable.
Yeah. I mean, man, Justin Herbert is, his number is around 53. So, hey,
Yeah.
it's safe to say Goff gonna be in 50s. It's gonna be in the 50s.
Yeah, it's safe to say it. We might as well get ready for it.
Yeah. No,
Or brace ourselves when we hear that number. Just brace yourself, take a breath, and say, "I knew it."
man.
I'm telling you right now, just brace yourself and be ready. Don't be mad.
It's just the market. I guess our hope, like I say, we got a decent capologist that'll defer some of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, the first year is 30. And have it kind of stair step, backload that thing. You know what I'm saying? Because you'd like to think, you know what I'm saying, if you backload it, you figuring he ain't gonna make it to the end of this contract. The first 3 is cap friendly. About 31, 32, we might be looking at something else.
Exactly. And I want to show y'all one more. Y'all see his numbers. I want to show you what this guy, I don't know how he making that. But you see this, you're going to kind of see it. I know y'all can probably see that right now. His average salary is $40 million. His salary was 35.5. That's Daniel Jones. Now, anybody can tell me what he done accomplished right now over Jared Goff? 4 years, 160 million, 81 million guaranteed. So when you see those numbers, you see Jared Goff get it. Remember Daniel Jones and what the Giants going through.
No doubt.
Yeah. And a lot of times is why you keep a Hendon Hooker, because you might need that quarterback on a rookie deal, or that Brock Purdy. You know what I mean? Because the deals are going to be what they are. It's no stopping it.
Oh, not at all. I mean, like I said, those are your options. You know what I'm saying? You either pay your guy, or you go with a rookie to reset the clock.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't really no middle of the road options out there like that. Usually, the middle of the road options, people have drafted them and they keeping them on their team. You know what I'm saying? Like a Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? They got Lamar, but they got Hundley. You know what I'm saying? Like, which he could have hit the market. You know what I'm saying? Or they could trade him. You know what I'm saying? Somebody would rock with him. You know what I'm saying? It's guys like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got your what do you say, your choices. I think I'm gonna show one more, because I see that next comment. Let me see. I got the Niners might be good with the extra 30 million. I kind of hope so. I'm gonna show you this one too. Let me see if I can pull him on up there. And this is the Niners cap issue. If you see right over here, you see right over there that adjusted salary cap. I think that's the adjusted with the 30 million in there. 'Cause this was just recent. and estimated cap space. I think that's what, minus 7 million.
Yeah, minus. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
minus 7 million. Estimated
Mhm.
cap space. The estimated cap space for the top 51 is minus 3 million, if they count the top 31. And you can already see. I don't know. Let me see if you can stroll down at they top players right there. You got Trent Williams making 31 million right there. It's cap hit. And then Debo, I think they top what, 1, 2, 3, 4. They got 5 players making over 21 million. And not one of those is a quarterback.
Right.
I think Nick Bosa probably hitting the 14 millions. He probably finna get more than that. Brandon Ayuk probably gonna get a little more. So yeah, I don't know if they're gonna be just okay, but they got some decisions to make.
Mm-hmm. Yep, definitely. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely got some decisions to make for sure.
Yeah, 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 definitely. Brock Purdy, if you see that right there, Brock Purdy is in the 1 million. What I got him at? Where was he at? Oh yeah, right there. 1 million. So that's gonna be interesting to watch as far as they cap. Do they stay with Brock and say, hey, or do they say we gotta let you go, Brock, and let go with another rookie? Because if he get his
Right.
money, if he get his 20 million or so more, then yeah, that really puts them in a damper.
Yeah. Oh, they got major decisions to make. It, they got to choose: do we want a quarterback or do we want a star defensive end? Like they got major decisions to make.
Major, major, exactly. Like I say, this is a recent one from Sport Track, so uh, that's probably I think with everything in there. Uh, yeah, so yeah, so if they gonna be okay to a point, but it's getting to that point where they gonna have to make a decision.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we was talking about as far as do they want to reset or keep going.
Yeah, they're gonna have to basically like do a Seattle. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they ran into. You know what I'm saying? With the stars all the stars they had on defense.
Yep.
Um, you know, so man, drawing a blank on his name, but the linebacker that ended up going to the Rams and uh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, somebody else went to the Niners. Like them big contracts, man, they couldn't. They was hamstrung. They couldn't do nothing.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely, and then you got to realize that they don't have really high draft picks too.
Right, because you was in the Super
Yeah.
Bowl, so you picking up
Exactly.
bottom of the round.
Yep. Yep. And they went all in with Chase Young with that one. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Like I say, that's what sports makes sports so great. Uh, that's why I love Brad Holmes, because right now the way he managing the cap is brilliant to me for the long haul. And you see, yeah, we lost in that championship game to the 49ers, two halves away from two quarters away from dominating the team that had $60 more million used in cap space against us. You feel me? That had maxed their cap space out, and we wasn't there. We had rookie contributors all over the place. Laporta, Gibbs, Branch. I mean, we had rookie Jack Campbell, and we was right there.
Yep.
So when he say setting it up for the long term success, this is what it is. Not getting to that point of where you're getting the minus 2 million or minus 3 million. Now you got to cut or do some things. Right now we're in a great position. Watching the cap go up, you got more cap space. So every year gonna be different, and everybody say, "Oh well, you Lions might." There's some other teams got some big decisions, and I just showed you the Niners got some big decisions to make that can affect their whole season right now.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. And we, conversely, we in a position right now to where I think Brad Holmes can kind of forecast ahead a little bit, like, Like maybe I need to draft a guard or two. You know what I'm saying, and get them in the mix. And if it works out well, he's been drafting pretty well. Like I can say, hey, thanks, Frank. You know what I'm saying, but you know,
Yeah, yeah.
because that's how you're gonna balance the cap. Like
Mm-hmm.
you have to somebody ain't gonna make it. Everybody can't go. So
Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah.
Everybody can't, and that's the beauty of it. You got to manage that. You got to.
Hmm.
And I think he's doing, like I said, I think he's doing a real good job of it. What did he say? Let me see. What did he say about T. Higgins? Uh, what did he say? They franchise tag T. Higgins. Yeah, that's crazy. I think his tag is 21 million, to almost 22 million.
It's crazy. Yeah, that's that's
Wow.
that's the quarterback push for that. That's what that is.
Yeah, Burrow. Yeah,
I keep
that's
my weapons.
crazy.
Keep my weapons.
Keep my weapons. And if I was the Bengals, T. Higgins, Burrow, we seen him in the Super Bowl, what, 2, 3 years ago? 3 years ago.
Hmm.
Struggling ever since. And this is one reason they don't continue to struggle.
Hmm.
Decisions like that,
Yep.
especially when you got a deep wide receiver class.
Man,
Uh, 21.8 million into the franchise tagging the wide receiver. That's tough to me.
crazy. In a passing league, like
And
you can't do
and,
that.
and, and like you said earlier, almost all these wide receivers is running in the low four fours.
Yeah, 'cause they coming from pass happy offenses. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's like so receivers and running backs is like expendable. Like you can draft one, you can draft two, and just
Exactly.
plug them in. You got Chase, you got Jamar Chase as your number one. Um, you can plug in the rest.
Yeah. I think the only thing I'm gonna put up the Cincinnati Bengals salary cap. They do like they in good position to be able to do that. Guess they got 52 million in estimated cap space with the cap going up. So they in good cap space. I guess they felt like they could do that. They don't got that much dead cap, which is real pretty good for them.
Hmm.
Only a million, look like only one contract of dead cap. Um, so that, and like you say, T. Higgins was 18.6. I think he just got to 21. From what I've seen, 21.8 million. Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. That's a great wide receiver tandem, though. I'll say that. Nah, we finna see what they do with the rest of that cap space, which could put them where they need to be. So I can't say they did bad by cap space, and I mean by franchise tag. I don't like it, but compared to their salary cap, I'll give them that credit.
Yeah, it ain't terrible, but they're gonna eat some of it up. I mean, you gonna have to re-sign Orlando Brown. You know what I'm saying? Left tackles ain't cheap,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
that's gonna
True.
be he ain't gonna sit at that seven. Yeah, well, we got the 4 million base up. No, he ain't gonna sit there for too long.
Yeah, yeah.
uh, Sam Hubbard, same thing. Um,
Mhm.
and even Jamar Chase, he ain't been paid yet. So
Oh yeah, and once he see T. Higgins done jumped over him, yeah, he gonna
yeah,
want his money.
yeah, because and that's a different. They kind of got a similar uh, situation as us, where they got a bunch of young players that's gonna come up to get paid. You know what I'm saying? The Hubbards and the even the Joe Mix, um, but he a running back, so they ain't gonna prioritize him too hard. Um,
Yeah.
but they top players, you know, all of them. I mean, all of them are on basically on rookie deals.
Hmm.
You
That's
got to
probably
pay
why
all
they got
of them.
their. Yeah, that's probably why they got their 50 million saving it because they're gonna have to spread that about with them.
Oh man, it's time to pay the piper.
Hmm. Exactly. Yeah. So yeah. The T Higgins thing is kind of rough, but compared to the salary cap, maybe they all right. But I would only do it if they feel like they on that verge of going to the Super Bowl again, and I don't feel like they on that verge. I just don't. I think they messed up. After they went to the Super Bowl, they didn't really improve like they should. I think.
Not at all.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Let me say, he said, why you go back 30 years? I'm trying to think what he talking about on that when he said, oh, he talking about 1990s money. Talking
Oh,
about 1990s money. He said, why you go back 30 years? I just wanted to show the difference in the money and that 30 years ago, this was a whole. If you had 50 million in 1990, it's a difference of having that money compared to right now. It's just the money, the value has gone down of the money.
yeah, inflation is a motherfucker.
Inflation. And then I had that. I don't know if you've seen in the sports talk group. I posted that of Jaylen Brown or how much money he was actually getting from his $304 million contract.
Man,
Yeah, he was getting like I think it was 60 million a year, but he only get 24 million of that because of the taxes.
yeah, and it's gonna break down more than that
hmm
because
Yeah,
shit, that ain't even, you know what I'm saying? Like they gotta pay, different state taxes. They gotta pay taxes in states that they travel to play in. Like it's
yeah,
it just
yeah.
breaks
But
down
it
even
did
more.
count that though. They did count that. If I can put it up, let me see. They did count. I think it's called a Joker tax or something like that. Uh, shout out to Hewart Tyrer. See you shared the video. We appreciate you. Uh, Anybody sharing it, we appreciate that. See if I can find that Jalen. And we gonna get ready. We ain't gonna hang in too long. We over an hour and 29. So we ain't gonna keep y'all too long. We appreciate you. Everybody, we know time is valuable. Everybody got things to do. So we don't want to hold you up too long, but we appreciate everybody that's kicking it with us.
No doubt.
Uh yeah, that's what's up. I'm gonna go here to this one. Uh and show that post I put up about Jaylen Brown's money or his contract. It was a while ago this was put up. Um, so that was it right there. The breakdown of it. Like I said, I put that in the group 9 hours ago. But I think that jock tax is the one that they pay, like for depending on the states that they play in. So that said 1.8 million in jock tax.
Man, you look at that and you see why you see why rich people would rather be Republicans. They like, man,
I said that to somebody too.
like
We
man, we gotta get these taxes up out of here.
Yeah, and that's the truth. Most athletes turn Republican. If they were Democrat, they turn Republican.
They foolish if they don't. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'll be like, hey, I'm socially aware and I believe in social justice, but who
I
I'm
want
who
my
I'm
money.
voting for, or who I want to be in office, and who gonna protect my money ain't them people. So,
Yeah. Notoriously gonna be the Republicans. Most people when they equate mentally they equate Republicans with rich and Democrats poor. I mean that's just how they do mentally a lot of times. And
yeah,
and,
and
and most
generally,
athletes. hmm
yeah, I was gonna say generally, it breaks down that way, especially just in financials. And you can't blame somebody that make that type of money. You know what I'm saying? Supporting a conservative because conservatives like, hey, they protect you know guys in certain tax brackets. So
Oh yeah,
hey,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
can't be
Yeah,
mad.
I can't be mad. We understand the dynamics of it. It's supposed to
Yeah,
be a push pull thing that helps America because you got push pull from both sides, and they kind of like a tug of war thing, and you hope that they even and keep the line in the middle. But you get the Republicans stronger, and that line goes that way. You get the Democrats stronger, and it goes that way, and so that's why I mean you got two fractions, and you're hoping you got an equal push pull, but a lot of times it ain't.
yeah,
Greed
and
favors.
and numbers like these also show why players go to certain states, certain teams. Like, hey, I'm playing for Dallas, or I'm playing for Houston,
Miami.
playing for Miami. They ain't got no state tax. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? They count them.
Yep.
They count them dollars, man.
Yep. That was one reason why I think Tyreek Hill did what he did. He get more money when he went to the Floridas.
Yeah, even
Miami
though
or
that joker
Florida.
impregnated 3 women last year, like just he need to save a couple dollars.
I mean, he tripping.
Tripping, dog.
He like after that little nacho spill on his wife, I guess he just went all crazy. I don't know.
Man.
Hot dog, nacho, whatever it was. Yeah. Hey, man, hey, calm down, Tyreek.
Man. Immediately, bro.
Yeah. Hey, well, man, let me see what other comments we got. Let me see. He said, I don't want to leave no comments out first before we get on off here. He said, man, forget golf and thank the O-line. Yeah, we're going to thank the O-line. You know, definitely. I think me and Jeff both stood on that. That's why we got to keep the O-line strong. And that's why I wouldn't be surprised if they draft that tackle from Oregon. I wouldn't be surprised because their strength, you got to keep it as strength.
No doubt.
So, yeah, but we do need a quarterback. I don't want to. Look. I always said that Stafford broke that quarterback curse. That stopped the Joey Harringtons and Kitners and all that merry-go-round that we had of quarterbacks when Stafford came in and stabilized our quarterback situation. So salute to Stafford. I know he catching hell right now. He brought a lot of it on himself by not giving the city no love. But I still say as far as the Lions, he stabilized that quarterback position. And hopefully Goff can keep it stabilized and no more Kitners. And we can go down the line, even back to Andre Ware and,
Man.
Scott Mitchell. And we can bring up a lot of heartache quarterbacks.
Jeff Garcia.
Jeff Garcia, you know what I mean? It's a lot of heartaches.
Hey, man. A lot of Lions fan trauma, man.
If you don't like Stafford for one reason, at least like him for that fact that even though he fought through a lot of injuries and he stabilized the quarterback position to where we not talking about a quarterback getting $50 million. He led us to the NFC Championship. So maybe that days of them times is never again to be seen.
We gonna hope.
Oh yeah. Cedric, shout out to you, bro. Cedric
Said OG.
Said OG. Down late, God bless. Great win for my Kentucky Wildcats. They didn't win when I put my money on them.
Going with them Wildcats, man.
Yeah. I think it was the Wildcats. I bet on them, and they lost on that last second shot a week ago. Damn, I can't think of who they played. All they had to do was get the rebound, bro. Get the offensive rebound, dude. Went out of bounds. He tipped it, threw it to another guy, and he shot it and made it. I lost by 1 point.
Man.
Yeah, I'm almost done betting, man. Yeah. But shout out to you, Sid. Republicans got a face for every state. I mean, yeah, Democrats do they are, yeah. Everybody represented it on that. If I'm taking that comment correctly. But yeah. But hey, salute to everybody. We almost an hour and 30, so we appreciate y'all kicking it with us. Everybody that commented, shared it, liked hearts. Man, I know I appreciate you. I know Jeff appreciates you. Check us out. Again, we got like 6 podcasts. I know we bring a lot of podcasts, and the media network, we're trying to keep it strong. So, like I say, magazine feature coming on Tuesday with Stephen Dottery. Wednesday with Win Life Talk. Sports Talk Texas, kicking with Mr. Dre B. Win Life Talk is with Crystal Flowers and Joe McMillan. Thursday, we got 2 shows on Thursday. Hopefully, Let's Rap with Cat will be back on. What else we got? Sports Talk News on Fridays. Hard News, Kerry Cooper, Jeff, and myself. So stay tuned. More articles still with Thawed Magazine. Working on the newest issue. Newest 48-page issue on the cover, Dallas, Texas. Salute. Sky Life. Working on that. And we're just keeping on moving. And like I say, to get stronger and stronger, the more people that rock with us. When people say they got strength in numbers, is real. So anybody rocking with us, man, we appreciate you because we wouldn't be getting stronger without you.
For sure.
No doubt. Jeff, you got anything to say before we pop on off here?
Man, just want to say thanks to everybody that rock with us, man. Y'all be safe out there. And this Saturday night, it's weather kind of nice, so I know folks is out. You know what I'm saying? Be safe. I really would rather y'all just stay at the crib, man. Just kick with your family, man. Stay out them streets, man. Be safe, man. And we'll see y'all next week.
No doubt. Salute to everybody. We out of here.